Welcome everybody to Pubwatch episode 24. I believe my name is KOKOStern, and with me as always is my lovely co-caster Onin. Onin, say hi.
Hi. For this week we're staying in the SCA region, but we're kind of going away from the focus of Natolik because we wanted to take a look at MitH.Trust. It's one of the teams that we actually haven't done before at all, and just recently they actually caused a very major, almost upset by just steamrolling the GEST about 1.5 weeks ago. They just rolled through Chain Stack, through MUFC, and even through Orange. So that's a pretty big achievement, and that's a good reason to start looking at how these guys do in their pubs.
Yes, exactly. So without further ado for me, I'm a little bit dead, but let's do Pubwatch. And I'm at 2 minutes. Odin, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, play. As
Didn't
we
even
jump.
let me say yes.
Yes, I just believe in you. I believe in you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so we have a Phantom Lancer. I'm sorry, let's pick another game. But no, we have Phantom Lancer. Don't worry, it's fine. We have Phantom Lancer, and we also have Filmo, which is actually SD, up on the Lena. With him, there is Popeye, which is the lovely captain of MitH.Trust TNK, and with him is Lick, which is actually Lakelz, playing on the Earthshaker, and they're going offensive tri-lane Shaker, keeper of the Light Lena, it seems.
Yeah, I think that this Phantom Lancer doesn't really like that. Judging by his item build, he would definitely have liked to be babysat all game long and fed chakras. But MitH.Trust doesn't give a shit. They got a really nice tri-lane here, and so they're gonna abuse the shit out of that.
Yeah, Queen of Pain is going to go mid, it seems, and she's going to go up against Zix, which is a Pudge. On the opposite team in the Dire, there's a Gyrocopter who's going to go top. Enchantress will be in the woods, and Nature's Prophet will also be in the woods. No? Offlane? I don't know. And they have the Panda career. It's Captain Bamboo.
And the last pick is an anti-mage who is apparently shouting at the Gyro to let him top, please. So now the Gyro's like, okay, I guess I'm offlane. Which would be pretty bad for him, but it's against the solo Phantom Lancer, so actually he's gonna be pretty fine.
So, Prophet is gonna be in the forest, and Enchantress is gonna not be in the forest. I don't think I've ever seen an Enchantress not in the forest.
I have, but it's been really, really freaking long ago. And this Enchantress is in a lot of trouble.
Everything hits. They can't kill her quite yet because the stuns, were really next to the tower. But damn, there's the Keeper. His hits do enough damage. He doesn't have boots, but he's really, really fast. She is also, it's just a 5 and enough damage. No, one last hit.
Lena does have boots though, so I think she's not gonna go away from here anytime soon.
Oh, she's trying to screw up with the Nature's Prophet as much as they can.
Oh, she wraps around, finds the Enchantress.
Oh, the stun. If the stun hits, she's so dead. The stun. Oh, come on, you can do this. And yes, she does hit 1 hit. Second hit, that's it. That's the first blood right there. Lena, SD managed to do so, but can he get away? Yeah, he can. Streams through the trees. He's going to be fine here. Nature's Prophet's just level 1, actually taking a lot of damage, but why are you... You have boots, he doesn't. You're fine. Okay.
Pull roots and run.
All is well.
And the Pudge tried to go around there to get the Lena in the retreating path, but of course, having those early boots, it's because you're random, but it's just so nice to have those things and just be able to be both so aggressive and yet so safe in the very early levels.
That is definitely the way. Queen of Pain in the middle already has her bottle. And she's doing fine harassing the Pudge as much as she can. She doesn't really need to be careful because even if he hooks her, she should be fine with an immediate blink away. As long as she doesn't do an aggressive blink, she won't die here.
Yeah, and like you said, it's kind of odd that the Enchantress is laning, but she kind of has to, because otherwise this anti-mage has no babysitting whatsoever. And he's up against a defensive tri-lane, and sure, anti-mage is one of the better heroes to escape from the initiation of an offensive tri-lane, but there's no reason to risk it. And of course, if you don't give him a little bit of support, he can't get any farm whatsoever. So the Enchantress is probably just gonna grab the creeps from the big camp closest to the lane, occasionally kill a few creeps if there's no reason to be online, but for the rest he's just gonna stay around here to make sure that this anti-mage stays safe.
And at the bottom, we actually see Gyrocopter and Phantom Lancer both doing equally well, which is a bit surprising as Gyrocopter is ranged, but Phantom Lancer is doing a good job here.
Yeah, Phantom Lancer's base damage is immense, so it's pretty difficult to out-deny him, and if you just trade last hits, then no one really gets the bonus, gets the advantage on that lane.
Yeah,
and
now
they also...
Whoa, at the top, do we have here an engagement? They really want to get anti-mage, the stuns fly out, but it's not enough damage quite yet. He's gonna turn around and hit up on Lina, but the misses. It was a perfect timing, and the anti-mage actually cleans up the Lina. We also had Enchantress with the Shaker, and finally, Nature's Prophet is level 4 now. TP'd in and cleaned up, so they're all dead.
Yeah, it's an unexpected amount of potential coming from the Dire Stry lane, because yeah, anti-mage, he just survives such a setup, at least if he manages to survive.
Enchantress stays too long.
Yeah. And Enchantress having creeps makes her actually a really powerful, well, the hero herself isn't all that powerful, but her creeps are a lot more powerful than low level heroes. And that if the Nature's Prophet just TP's in there, then it's actually just tri-lane against kinda 4-lane if you count the neutral creep in.
In a way. Well, the Stein from the high ground, they're actually doing a lot of damage to Enchantress. She already has Nature's Attendus, so she's not gonna drop here. They can't really follow it up anymore. And wow, the Pudge with a haste rune wants to get it. The stun misses from Lina. And the Nature's Prophet also TP's in. Lina's completely stuck here. Does drop tons of damage cost to Enchantress. Can keep her? No. The hook. The hook is there. He missed the last hit. But holy crap, Queen of Pain comes in, cleans up with the scream. She wants Nature's Prophet. He has mana, but no. She does not.
She had absolutely no mana left. Just enough to blink in range there and get one scream off and get a kill. But that's decent for her because there's only one thing worse than getting killed on, well, it's not that bad, but Pudge getting kills outside of his own lane and getting an advantage that way, it's not something you should just let happen untraded. So the fact that Queen of Pain got her own kill from that kind of early game team fight-ish, just make sure that she doesn't actually get outlaned at this point.
And Lina finds Nature's Prophet once again. She's level 4, he's already level 5. And well, there's no Laguna Blade to finish him off, so she can only harass him out of the forest, at least for a while. And at the top, Lakelz in a lot of trouble. Earthshaker, Nature's Prophet wants to come in here. He does always have mana, almost always, because of the Keeper, and yes, there's the Sprout. He has a Quilling Blade, though, so he's fine. And Lina cleans up from behind. SD is still there. And Enchantress really, really wanted the kill. A little bit too far in. One last Dragon Slave, and SD has a double kill.
That was just greedy. The Earthshaker has already got power treads, not just vanilla boots, so there was really no way she was going to catch up to him with... Well, she has 5 more movement speed, but that's really not good enough to chase with.
Yeah, if she doesn't have that slow, and it has a long cooldown enchant, so... Not going to happen. Super greedy there. Anti-Mage already level 6, picks up the Ring of Health, so he should be in a much better state here. But I have to say that having supports with great spells, great nuking spells, and a Keeper of the Light is always adorable. I mean, you can just always use your spells. You're just not afraid. And the hook, the stun into the hook from Pudge. Immediate double stun. Pudge actually taking a ton of damage. Nature Attendus is going to try and help him out. And he gets away there, but Anti-Mage, a lot of damage coming, and he's going to clean up the Keeper of the Light. And Lakelz survives here. And the Queen of Pain actually gets a double kill. Where the hell was she at the bottom? Along with Nature's Prophet, they cleaned up everybody. What the hell?
Yeah, Queen of Pain came in for a gank on the Gyrocopter together with the Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer was already pretty low, so Gyro just killed him off. And then in comes the Nature's Prophet out of nowhere with his ultimate and just turns it around for a 2-for-1 trade on the bottom lane.
Oof.
And Pudge also got a really nice hook from uphill on the Earthshaker to finish him off.
Yeah, we saw that one.
So that's really good trades going the way of the Dire. And you said that it's really nice to have a Keeper of the Light if you got a bunch of spammable nukes on your team, but Anti-Mage is also kind of fine with the fact that all your heroes constantly have a lot of mana, because he's just leveling mana break.
Yeah, the Laguna was finally there. Lina's level 6, a ranged stun from Earthshaker, and there's no anti-mage anymore.
Yeah, even with your free cloak from level 1 spell shield, it's actually got level 2 spell shield already and doesn't level mana void.
Wow, and Pudge cleaned up the Phantom Lancer at the bottom. It seems. So Phantom Lancer has a recipe for a Wraith Band and Tranquil Boots, and that's about it. And the Pudge is doing the war, ganking around the lanes as much as he can.
Yeah, although the trade for that is the fact that he's got barely any lost hits whatsoever, whereas the Queen of Pain is working at least equaling the Gyrocopter in terms of farm.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet already up with his Midas. Had it for a bit now. So in terms of farm, the Gyrocopter is at the top here, but Phantom Lancer, Queen of Pain, or Shaker are doing pretty fine. Definitely. And Lakelz going, I don't know if it's a carry build, sort of power treads and a bracer and quilling blade. It's Lakelz, he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, he is their carry player, and then you random an Earthshaker and you don't know what the hell you're supposed to do. You probably still just want to get your Blink Dagger as soon as possible, especially if you have a Keeper of the Light. And oh, Laguna's
wow,
off
the Laguna's off cooldown.
Dead.
Yeah, Laguna's off cooldown. He's very dead. So much nuking power coming up. But look, he actually survived so many of the nukes. I wasn't sure Laguna's back up. And Keeper of the Light, wow, the Nature's Prophet ultimate cleans him up. Gyrocopter's now in a bit of trouble, but Lakelz is out of mana. There's no Keeper of the Light. Prophet comes up, he's gonna clean up the Lina. The ultimate from Gyrocopter misses completely, but a beautiful hook. And Lakelz is going to drop here, unless Queen of Pain can do anything. No, she does use Sonic Wave, but the ultimate from Pudge. And she's cleaned up as Pudge commits suicide. Double kill for him, though.
I'm not sure if rotting there was even useful in the first place, but as long as it's a suicide and not accidentally giving the Queen of Pain a kill from that, it's not that bad for the Pudge. It's kind of sad that he didn't get the money from that, but hey, Pudge doesn't need all that much money.
Yeah, he has 1,000 gold up with his Tranquil Boots and a bottle, so probably going to look towards that urn and towards that cloak and then a hood.
Yeah. And in terms of gold, look at that gold graph. It's never gotten anywhere past 1,000 gold advantage,
Wow.
and it's just going everywhere.
That is pretty cool. It's a mountain range, as you put it, some time ago. But in experience terms, though, the Dire are doing nicely.
Yeah, they've got their 5 kills ahead, which translate into a lot of experience. But in terms of farm, they are giving up quite a bit with not just the Pudge, but also both the Anti-Mage and the Nature's Prophet kind of behind what you would expect. And you'd also kind of want a bit more farm of the Enchantress, but her lack of farm is very much...
Oh, and Pudge finds Queen of Pain with a haste rune, drops a second after she does to the Phantom Lancer Lance. And that was actually an unstoppable streak, so that's a lot of gold going towards Phantom Lancer.
Yep, another 500 gold in his pockets, which, together with the fact that he's really catching up to the Gyrocopter right now in terms of CS as well. He's only 3 behind. And the Gyro really wants to kill him, but all he manages to get is an ultimate.
Yeah, the dust is there though, and Gyrocopter, wow, doing a lot of damage with the TP was there, and yeah, it's not going to happen.
And Enchantress was there to secure that kill, and I'm not sure if the Phantom Lancer really knew that, but he just takes the safe way out and TPs as soon as he sees anyone go aggressive on him. Which, considering that he's completely alone on this bottom lane, is the best thing to do. Just be safe, don't try to make stuff happen.
And we have a Pudge, the hook totally hits the Lina, and she drops a second after he puts up the ultimate. Can they get the Keeper here? Blinding Light goes off, the stun from Lakelz, gonna delay them for just a second. Should be enough, unless the hook, no. He can't get another one. Lina already back. The Laguna's there. She wants to use it. She really, really does. But blink away by Anti-Mage. He does have a DD, so that's definitely a bit scary.
Yeah, if Lakelz wasn't there at the right place at the right time, that one fissure, then Keeper of the Light would have gotten completely destroyed, completely shredded by that DD Anti-Mage. He still got his Mana Void, he hasn't used it at all, and now he picks up his Perseverance, which is maybe a bit of a questionable pickup.
Yeah, they want to jump up here. The Sonic Wave hits up on the Pudge. He drops very quickly, but Anti-Mage blinks away because it's Anti-Mage. So that's like 4 heroes jumping up on tier 2 tower just to get him. And at the bottom, Phantom Lancer with ultimate from Gyrocopter. He is going to fall to the Enchantress, but are they going to get caught up? They need to get away right now. And Queen of Pain, can she find any way? Blink up in 3-2. Lakelz at the top to miss the stun. But the Lina does not. Enchantress drops. And yeah, that's about it.
And the Prophet is already up on the top lane. And Prophet's farm is really picking up right now. He's got his first Oblivion Staff on the way to his Orchid and money enough for the second one. And suddenly his last hits are actually further than the Phantom Lancer. Although I guess most of those are neutrals, so... Well, yeah, in terms of GPM, he's also very far ahead. He's got 5 kills and 1 death. And a decently timed Midas. And a decent amount of last hits. So from a pretty slow start, this Nature's Prophet is suddenly the richest guy on the map.
Yeah, it seems. And if we look at the difference in gold, we see that the Dire already surging up ahead. But if we look at towers, the Radiant do have 1 tower advantage. So that's even an additional 1,000 gold. Earthstreak is going to get called back by Coddle, so he's fine. But Queen of Pain with a haste jumps into that ultimate from Gyrocopter, but she's okay. She's still alive. And where's that? Oh, there we go. That's the homing missile. Does hit Lakelz, but he's fine. And Lina, yeah, Lina now with a lot of money. I guess she's saving up for a Blink Dagger.
It might be. It really helps with initiating together with an Earthshaker, since the range of Fissure is so high, and if you just get a little bit of an unfortunate block, then it's actually harder to
the Echo Slam from Lakelz actually did happen here. They managed to clean up the Keeper of the Light, and Lakelz is now stuck. Queen of Pain tries to do as much as he can. Earthshaker's still actually alive after that. And no, well, one last hit's gonna be enough. Even the ultimate really, really wanted to get him. Laguna Blade up on the Pudge, that giant fat ass, and Nature's Prophet gets away a second before Queen of Pain gets there. She has no mana though, so...
I'm not sure why Lakelz ran that way. That was the only way that didn't go away from heroes. Well, I guess going straight down the mid lane would have also gotten into more heroes. Either way, that's not the way to your base. That's not the way to the safety of your fountain. So I have no idea why he was running there.
Yeah,
I mean, there weren't even any allies around there to help him or to make use of a Fissure or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
so.
and Queen of Pain in a lot of trouble. Nature's Prophet TP'd in Orchid of Malevolence. That's going to be an easy kill for him. Finally finished up that Orchid. And Queen of Pain needs to be a lot more careful now.
Yeah, at least Nature's Prophet by himself doesn't really have the solo killing power just yet, because just an Orchid is a decent amount of right-click damage, but it's really not enough for solo kills unless you get a really high damage Wrath of Nature off. And that kinda just requires a bit of luck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now the Radiant team are grouping up on the bottom lane because they want that... they want to extend their map awareness.
Again, beautiful hook. Lina taken out of the fight before it even starts. Nature's Prophet getting stunned. A lance flies, but they can't really do too much other than that. Keeper of Light lit flies and illuminate, but oh, that was unfortunate. The additional hook just as Enchantress was coming in, but Earthshaker's slow, taking a lot of damage. And he turns around on the Enchantress. Attendus? No, that's not enough. Earthshaker cleans her up. Pudge really wants to kill. Has a hook, but his contender just walking around. Lakelz is alive. He survives 11 HP. And TP's out.
I think the Pudge could have just right-clicked him and gotten the kill instead of trying to fish for a good position for the hook.
Queen of Pain, no, this time she is going to survive. Nature's Prophet doesn't have enough damage, like you said.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Wrath of Nature on cooldown just makes it, at least at the moment, still impossible to get those kills. He needs another damage item before he's going to be able to outdamage
Dire's
by that
structures
much.
are fortified.
And
Yeah.
now the patch is disconnected because Indonesian internet.
Dire's bottom tower has
Indonesian.
fallen.
Indeed. And Phantom Lancer almost has, well, he does have enough money now to buy his Diffusal Blade. It's 18 minutes. He does have a Ring of Aquila beforehand. But that's Diffusal.
Yeah, his gold per minute is picked up pretty nicely. And now we've got a pause, which lasts for ages, so let's just skip ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna jump ahead to 27:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we are moving ahead. Okay, I am exactly at 27:30. Did I beat you?
Nope.
No? Damn. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, play. As we continue on a little bit further.
And in the meantime, by the way, the anti-mage just got Laguna bladed again by Lina. Because they were impatient and wanted to get that kill before resuming.
Okay,
Bastards.
so that happened as well. He's still with a Perseverance, it's almost 20 minutes, and that's all he has. And Gyrocopter, you do not initiate on an Earthshaker. His ultimate goes up, and Lakelz taking so much damage, but Gyrocopter is gonna fall, especially with that Sonic Wave.
He did use an Echo Slam to secure that kill, which may be a little bit excessive, but he just didn't want to die right there. Though, I'm not sure it really would have mattered that much. He's got his Blink Dagger already, which is all that, well, a normal Earthshaker wants. But this is Lakelz. I'm sure he wants a bit more than just a Blink Dagger.
Battle Fury, or something.
Daedalus for maximum enchant totem damage.
Wow, that could be pretty cool. And the middle Enchantress getting caught up. She does not have a lot of HP. Went 3 Null Talisman build. Man, I haven't seen 3 Null Talismans on someone in a while. Or 3
Yeah.
Bracers or 3 Right Bands. Those builds, no one uses them anymore. There's too many good mid-game or pre-big one items. And Phantom Lancer getting caught up, but TP's immediately, doesn't want to die to the Nature's Prophet. Oh, and
And
did
in
he
the mid
have...
lane wants to get initiation, but this Budge, he's pretty tanky. He's only got 9 Fresh Heap charges, which isn't all that much right now, but still, there's just only nuke damage, and he has a decent amount of magic resistance. So he's just gonna survive that and hang around with barely any HP waiting for another hook, which he's not gonna find.
Yes, I have to say though, this game looks... I mean, there's a Phantom Lancer, he's pretty farmed up, and oh, they see Nature's Prophet. There's the Sentry Ward right there. He's just on the edge, and he does drop so quickly, thinking that invisibility will save him. What I wanted to say, Phantom Lancer is doing pretty decently, and Anti-Mage has a Perseverance at 21 minutes, and that's it. So this doesn't look promising for the Dire at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising how terribly this anti-mage is doing. I mean, sure, his start was really bad, having to go against such a powerful, aggressive tri-lane, which it didn't start all that terrible for him, because he just managed to survive every initiation with a single blink. But then Laguna Blade got online, and then he just died 4 times in a row every time it got off cooldown. But still, the Perseverance timing was kind of decent. But he doesn't have anything else. Only now does he have enough money for his Claymore. So this thing is probably not going to get done until like 25 minutes. And that is an awful Battle Fury timing. At this point, you really should have just...
Wow.
Not
SD just blinks up. It's like, oh, you don't have a lot of HP? Stun Dragon, Slave Laguna, you're dead. Haha, I don't care that I die a second afterwards to Enchantress. Who cares? I got the Gyrocopter. I'm happy. Nature's Prophet at the top, taking a lot of damage, but doesn't have that teleportation. Lakelz cleans him up.
Thus I confound the prophet.
And Pudge, did Pudge just not see Keeper?
I guess not. It's that nighttime. Maybe he just wants the kills a lot more.
Lakelz! Yeah, one last hit from Enchantress is going to clean up that mega kill, but Pudge will drop here to himself. And Enchantress Yeah, she's gonna be cleaned up easily, but Pudge, that was a suicide.
I don't really know what she was doing there in the first place. You're not gonna... She wasn't even attacking the right Phantom Lancer. She had no idea which one it was, I don't think. And even then, just a lot more Radiant heroes, just 2 of the Dire heroes, and no one else to TP in help. Because Anti-Mage is too busy having a bit less awful farm, and Gyrocopter wasn't even there.
Oh, they want Anti-Mage. They want him. Laguna's up, and bzzzt, even though he had like no HP, they could just attack him once more and not use Laguna, but SD leaves nothing to chance.
Yeah, you can't be sure, man. You might just, you know, misclick. Or then again, that can happen with Laguna Blade as well. But now they get a free tower for it as well, because there's no way they're going to be defending this unless Pudge finds the best hooks. But it's down already, so...
Middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, and Phantom Lancer already up with his Yasha. That should be coming in very quickly, and another 1500. So, Phantom Lancer was farming really nicely. And Earthshaker, oh, he couldn't actually. Lakelz, the blink was just out of reach here.
I think he could have fissured, but he thought it would have been long enough. But sadly it wasn't. Lakelz is going for an Aghanims, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's a really powerful pickup on an Earthshaker, so I can't really blame him. I mean, carry Earthshaker is really funny, but it's also kinda unreliable. Since you only really do good damage every time Enchant Totem is up, and only if you catch a crit. Because you don't really make your general strength carry items on an Earthshaker, like an Armlet or... I don't know, BKB.
Yeah, they jump up on the Gyrocopter, stun, boom, damage, nuke. And the Queen of Pain pops up her BKB just to not get the damage from that Gyro ultimate.
And Pudge really wants the Phantom Lancer, but which of the 4 is it?
Oh, and he thinks, yeah, Phantom Lancer, just go invisible and then I'll see you. But Phantom Lancer just turns around and attacks him, especially when his entire team is there. Clean up, and this is going to be tier 2 tower, and they can actually go further because 40 seconds is enough time. Yep. Oh, 14 HP, nice. Nice fortification.
Yes, that totally helped. I mean, the idea was good. If you dust, you only see the dust icon on the main Phantom Lancer. Illusions don't get that dust icon, I don't think, so that's a way to see which is the real one. But if he could just turn around and right-click you and win that way, then your gank's probably not gonna succeed. There is one thing that the Dire team can do that I haven't seen yet. The Enchantress could just enchant one of the illusions and get her own illusion army that way. But so far she's just been hitting the main one with it and been unable to get any kills with that. And stop doing this!
Oh, they're killing the Gyrocopter once again. I was looking at Lakelz, really trying to get anti-mage. Oh, and SD missed the stun. But the Laguna was there, so he doesn't care. And the anti-mage is drops once again. 25 minutes, still nothing. And oh, the Pudge! The Pudge with a hook gets the Phantom Lancer a millisecond before he finishes his TP out.
Yeah. Actually, for once, a good play by the Enchantress to make sure she wasn't in the way of that hook. Deliberately moving out of the way so that thing can hit and they can actually secure a kill, because it was the only way to prevent that TP from going off.
Hook? No.
The Enchantress' build is a bit weird. She's also picked up a Hood of Defiance, and she's decided to put points into every single one of her skills, which is very much unlike the way I like to play Enchantress.
And okay, yeah, we have a double stun here. Wow, Enchantress just walked into Lena's stun as well. Sadly, there's no Laguna quite yet. It was just now coming off cooldown, so they couldn't really clean up anything. And Keeper taking a lot of damage from that Enchantress, but there's no death so far. Anti-Mage still doesn't have his Battle Fury at 27 minutes, which is so freaking late. And look at SD, he wants to Laguna something. He doesn't even care what. Queen of Plane gets stunned, Anti-Mage jumps up at the behind, kills the Keeper of Life with a Sonic Wave. They clean up here, the Laguna hits the Enchantress, she's still alive. Damn, see, Hood of Defiance, it saved her for another second. So can she survive further? There's almost no mana up, not Queen of Pain, and they're gonna clean up the Lena with the help of Pudge. It's just too greedy here. Queen of Pain, now she can blink. No, one hit from the anti-mage and she's gonna drop. But Phantom Lancer is gonna try and do the cleanup work as well with Lakelz. Anti-mage taking so much damage, blinks away. He's still alive. But the Lance, can they find him? No, they actually got body blocked by illusions.
It happens. And it's funny just how much effort is required to kill this Enchantress. Because, hey, she's got Untouchable, which makes right-clicking her a lot less efficient. At least if your name isn't Phantom Lancer, because it doesn't really do all that much against him. And if you want to nuke her, hey, I've got a Hood of Defiance, so I don't care about that either.
And yeah, they're cleaning up the Pudge as well. I mean, Lina with a Blink and a Yules is sort of like the Invoker with a Force Staff and a Yules, I guess, in a way. Not as much, not as damaging unless you have the Laguna Blade, but pretty damn successful in most cases, especially if you have a Blink Earthshaker to help you out.
Yep, it's a little bit of a longer cooldown on Laguna than on Meteor, Deafening Blast, and Sunstrike, so not quite as reliable, but it's just as easy, really.
Oh, Phantom Lancer finds him. Yes, one last hit. Yes. They do manage to find him.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
And now it's just easy pickings on even more kills, or on the racks, whichever they want, which is probably the kills, because kills are more fun.
Yeah, this is gonna end pretty quickly here. An additional stun on both of them. And the Illuminate is the one to clean them up. Gyrocopter, I think he's gonna survive these illusions, or... yes, he's alive. Okay. He's... oh! Lakelz! Big force step. Oh, did he force step himself in? He force step, but he Echo Slammed that it killed the Gyrocopter. Damn.
Damn, I'm pretty sure he tried to force staff out. Although if that was Pudge force staffing him into the fountain, that would have been a pro move.
No, it was...
yeah, it was the Earthshakers.
It was the Earthshaker still on cooldown. So, yeah, Anti-Mage, he did get his Battle Fury. Yay.
Finally. So now we can start cleaving illusions
Oh my
for
God.
about 2 seconds.
Pudge got the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, but didn't feel like dismembering it. Probably because he didn't know whether it really was the real one, although you should be able to tell by the damage. And honestly, we're talking about the anti-mage, but what I'm more surprised is with how badly the Gyrocopter has ended up doing. He has never been able to finish off his blacking bar, which is why he's having so much trouble doing anything. Because Gyrocopter is a much better counter to a Phantom Lancer than an anti-mage.
Yeah, they're dropping here. Pudge as well will be
Amazing
cleaned up.
Liquid of Pain.
Sonic Wave, Anti-Mage, yeah, he finally has 4 points in Spell Shield, and Trances as well has the pipe. They're surviving Queen of Pain, finally. It's a bit too late, but they are, in a way.
Yeah, they're still putting up a fight. They don't want to call it quits just yet, even though it's 2 racks down. Because this BL needs to die more.
Yeah, I doubt he can now with the Reaver. And yeah, that was not the correct one that you just dismembered. I'm sorry.
The Gyrocopter's alive.
Where are you going?
He did? He survived that? Wow, he survived that.
Yep, the BL pretty much just misdirected his illusions towards the Pudge, who also survived. And god, Lakelz trying to right-click an Enchantress really doesn't work all that
Yeah,
well.
I saw that was just... that, not gonna work. But they were stuck in Sprout, so whatever.
And hey, I've got Fissures, which do a lot more damage than my right-click, so whatever.
Well, Phantom Monster has a Reaver now. I don't think there's anything that can kill him. He should probably upgrade to Fusial before finishing his heart, but... And Nature's Prophet got his Shadow Blade. Yay! He'll be more annoying now.
Now we can start split pushing safely.
After 2 racks are down. Right.
I guess only the top lane, because that's the only lane which can push with a decent amount of speed. But it's okay, they're still in this. They can backdoor for the win.
Yes, they can still do this, even though there's all tier 2s and 1 tier 1 in the middle. And yes, Nature's Prophet gets the Radiant Courier. Yes! And he's gonna probably die now. Because
Told you,
Lakelz...
they can do it.
What the hell? Okay, Lakelz just really missed it. That couldn't have hit anything. I mean, if it was right here...
I think it could have hit at the very edge, but
Yeah,
that
at the
was
very
kind of
edge.
overestimating the Nature's Prophet movement speed.
That was weird, though. And Nature's Prophet says, okay, you want to fight? Okay, Laguna, never mind. Forget that. Forget that completely.
I don't know why he didn't just TP out. There is no detection on any of these heroes. He could have just Shadow Bladed and TP'd out, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. Because of course that Invis only breaks after the TP finishes. Which honestly is a little bit OP. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's why Shadowblade, Nature's Prophet really likes Shadowblade lately. Actually, everybody likes Shadowblade. We said this.
Pinoy's love
couple-
Shadowblade. Every single game.
I don't think it's just
Doesn't matter when you are.
Pinoy's. It's freaking everybody on every freaking hero. It's the new dagger. I said that like a long time ago. It's obviously an exaggeration, but wow, look at this! Look at this Enchantress. She survived well until Lakelz jumped up and enchant totem her ass, but still, she survived the Queen of Pain with all that magic immunity. Well, magic damage deference.
Finally, the BKB is up on the gyrocopter, so he's looking to make things happen. And he finds an army of illusions which just destroy him
Yeah,
instantly.
that's a BKB is nice. You need, I don't know, maybe a Daedalus to do enough damage to clean this up, especially with the Reaver and the Manta. And too little, too late.
Yeah, especially because Nature's Prophet's not split pushing. It's all his fault. Now he TP's into the Radiant jungle so he can farm a bit more.
Yes.
Gotta find those quotas, man.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Gotta meet those quotas.
Yeah, he's got like a minute maybe before this drops. There we go. The GG is called by the
Can totally get a
Enchantress,
little bit more GPM.
which is important, guys. You know, you gotta improve your kill score and your GPM by killing all of these buildings before you finish the game, because clearly there's leaderboards for something.
Yes, and it's just so you can brag to your friends that your average GPM in every game is about 400.
Yay.
It totally gives you legitimacy points or something.
Your EP-ness will grow.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, so now we're just waiting for them to freaking finish this, because Phantom Lancer, whoa, Gyrocopter really wants to miss everybody with his ultimate. He just keeps missing everybody with his ultimate. Every
Yeah, he's
freaking
had a
time.
few very questionable ones, although he also had a few pretty decent ones.
Is under attack.
And hey, it's a really low cooldown, so just use it whatever the fuck you want.
Yes, indeed. Enchantress gonna fall. Oh no, no, no! Yes, them. The punch hook, but no. Wasn't enough. Dragon Slave has an AoE. And now they're standing in. Lakelz jumps up. The Echo Slam hits. Yay, okay, they're all dead except for Nature's Prophet, who's now coming in to die, but finally, we're done. Okay, we're done.
So
There
that
you go.
game kind of went everywhere with like 5 different heroes on the top of the farm charts at different positions in the game. But
Yes.
in the end, it's the Phantom Lancer that actually got all the farm. And you know what happens with a farmed Phantom Lancer. He kind of just wins games.
Yeah, he kinda just finishes off whatever's left. So we have an additional game for you today, which we'll load up right now. And if you're at like 20 something minutes, if you're really late with your Battle Fury, try and not get it. I mean, that's always the problem, that you're not sure, should I still go for the Battle Fury?
Yeah, his issue was really that he just went for the Perseverance at that point where he really should have made the call. This is kind of too late. You can't just pick up only the Ring of Health first, because that can still go into a Vanguard, and you can use that to fight. But once you get Perseverance, then the only other thing you can make with that is Lincoln Sphere, and god, Lincoln Sphere Anti-Mage, that's like the most old school Anti-Mage build I remember. And
That's
that's not so good anymore.
Doesn't sound amazing. So we have game number 2 for you with our lovely MitH.Trust players. Onin, are you at 2 minutes and 50 seconds?
Give me 2 seconds and I am. Okay.
Okay, oh, that was actually 2 seconds. So yeah, 2 minutes 50 seconds. 3, 2, 1, play. And there was a pause at the start because I think it was, I'm not sure who was out, but we have, to start things off, a Slark and a Bounty Hunter top. This is so cool. This is like annoyingly awesome and cool. And we also have Lakelz on the Tinker going mid. SD on the Ancient Apparition supporting out our TNK
Begins.
OD.
What the fuck is that item build?
And
Just what the crap is that item build?
5 null talismans into sheepstick. Yes, somehow.
I guess it's legit. I mean, it does give you the best early game ever. Because you get like
Whoa.
pretty damn...
Does the Juggernaut spin all the time for you?
Yes. I guess that's a replay bug.
It's cool.
If only I could get this to work in an actual game and not just in a replay, I
looks
would feel amazing.
Ridiculous. And at the top, we actually have, the Keeper of the Light. Whoa, there's actually can they get Shadow Demon here? Is this first, one last hit? Yes, and Slark gets the first blood on Shadow Demon. At the top, Keeper of the Light. I doubt he can do much, and the Bounty Hunter trying to do as much damage as he can. Keeper should get the hell out. If there's another pounce, no, turn left. He doesn't have the, okay, now, no, he's dead. He's so dead. The pounce is gonna hit. Yeah. This is second blood. And the Bounty Hunter claims him. They're both pretty low, but that's first blood for the Slark, second blood for the Bounty Hunter. This is gonna start them off nicely.
Yeah, now both of these guys can have boots, and they're just gonna roam around for these supports constantly, and now there's no way to ever get away. Please just don't die to the Phantom Lancer before buying those boots, please. Would be nice. Although, meanwhile on the bottom lane, there's an off-lane Juggernaut, and he is not having fun, because...
Hey, stop spinning.
Off-lane Juggernaut is a possibility because you've got your Blade Fury, which you can kind of escape, well, a gank with. But he's up against an Outworld Destroyer. He clicks a button and you can't spin anymore because you don't have the mana. And he's already had to spend it because SD was good about harassing him. Had the Haste Rune pickup, so we got a lot of harassment out on him, in fact. So forced out that spin, and then you don't have any mana anymore. And with an OD, you're not going to regen any mana either. So this Juggernaut is just going to be sad.
Look at OD's damage. He does 81 damage. And I'm not even talking, it's not even the intelligence steal. It's just 5 mantles of intelligence.
That's a 15 base armor boost. And I guess it's also something you can only pick up if you random. But it also just looks so weird. Is there something wrong, OD? Are you cold? Is that why you need 5 mantles?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Keeper of the Light at the top again with a lot of trouble, but no, they can't really get him, even with the boots. He's pretty fast, and there's nothing they can do. And Shadow Demon actually comes up to disrupt. I'm not sure that was a smart idea, but there's no pounce. There's not enough mana on him for a pounce. That's so unfortunate. They're not gonna get SD here.
He did use a Dark Pact, so he could have had a pounce too, but just... I'm not even sure what the Dark Pact was for. It doesn't do all that much damage at level 1.
No, he thought about removing the disruption, but I think disruption is one of the things that if you get disrupted, even if you Dark Pact in the middle, you're still staying disrupted until the duration ends. I'm pretty sure. So
Dark Pact is not a buff. It dispels every single buff in the game. Not just like things that are purgeable, but just any buff, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, disruption isn't the buff, it's just straight up, you're not in the game anymore for 2.5 seconds. You're just completely removed.
So I'm guessing that was what he wanted to do. And while that happens, at the top lane, at the middle, Lakelz is going badass Tinker mode. It seems, because he has no March of the Machines. And this is freaking awesome.
He's also kind of completely destroying his lane. I guess in some ways it's kind of demonstrating why Mirana has kind of fell out of favor recently. She has 7 last hits up against the Tinker's 23. This Mirana has about 10 less base damage than the Tinker. That's pretty much why a lot less people play her, because base damage is kind of a big deal in laning in the first place. If you have none, if you have 10 less than the average metagame hero, you're not gonna have a pretty good time, and this Mirana has a very awful time.
Yeah, especially with laser coming up. That's 3 seconds. And did he just kill her?
They never miss.
I was watching it, but I jumped to the top for a second, and then I didn't think that he could actually kill her. But he's level 6, heat-seeking missile and laser. They do a lot of freaking damage.
Yep, he just clicked 2 buttons and Mirana's dead. And that's what happens when you get just a little bit out of position on a Tinker who's going for the laser rocket build.
Oh,
and is also out-leveling you.
Yeah, he's level 7 now. She's just 5. She has her bottle, but he's been bottle crowing, and he also has his boots, so not looking nicely for Mirana at this point.
Looking pretty terrible for Mirana. I think the best thing she can do is just hope to get a level 6 rune and actually gank somewhere else. Maybe not the top lane, since both Bounty Hunter and Slark are actually kind of good about this
Oh,
game.
they're jumping up on the Keeper, but this time Slark with the Dark Pact as well as the Illuminate. He does drop as well, so it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah, so... The best bet for the Mirana to get kind of back into this game is finding a gank on the bottom lane. But then again, there's only...
Oh, they want Juggernaut at the bottom. Is she level 6? Yeah, there's the Sanity Eclipse clean up. That's it.
I was gonna say that it's gonna be really difficult for the Mirana to secure a kill here if there's a Juggernaut who can't do anything because he has no mana from both just the constant intelligent steal and the fact that you can only spin once before you're out of mana at this stage. So this Mirana is in between a rock and a hard place. She can't really do anything mid, she can't help bottom, she can't really help top. So what are you gonna do? You just... Well, I guess call for a gank from the Keeper of the Light. I don't think that's gonna work either.
Yeah. He's level 3, she's level 5. Tinker doesn't even freaking care at this point. And Juggernaut's level 3, I mean, he has no HP. He's lucky to get boots and a poor man's shield, but if Tinker finds him, he needs to use the spells and Juggernaut will die. We'll just freaking... After the Blade Fury ends, so... I don't know. It looks dire for the dire. I'm sorry, I'm gonna drown myself for that pun.
It's okay. So Tinker has already picked up his boots of travel. 7 minutes boots of travel. That is pretty significant.
Oh, that was a...
Except, oh, and there's a Slark here.
Yeah, there's a slug, but she goes invisible, but no. They found she is still there. The damage is dealt, but she's invisible, so... Well, she survives, it seems. Yes, Juggernaut, spin around and... Oh, the arrow! No, it didn't...
What?
What? Who? It
How
hit... It hit the creep. It should have hit him. That should have been a dead slug, but, well, Mirana drops now to another arrow from the Tinker. Oh, another laser, excuse me, but that slug should have been dead.
I swear, man, uphill arrows are completely broken. Screw the base damage. Uphill arrows is the reason Mirana isn't played. If you compare the way that Mirana arrow is just inconsistent as hell in this game compared to Dota 1. That's why people don't play Mirana. That arrow should have definitely hit. There is no reason it didn't.
Yeah, that was freaking weird. And well, Tinker found the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's level 4, Tinker's level 8. But that poor man's shield, Lakelz didn't want to waste both his arrow and his hit-seeking missile. He needed to do a little bit of last hit damage. And, whoa, Phantom Lancer at the bottom picks up the Bounty Hunter. At the top, we have Juggernaut. There's 5 more seconds for the Sanity Eclipse. He just needs to follow him, and... Do it. He wants both? What are you doing? Come on. TK?
For it.
He decided not to go for it. That's weird.
But
He could have just used it and cleaned up Juggernaut. Juggernaut has 10 intelligence. He has... That's 84.
and meanwhile, the Phantom Lancer just finds a kill on the Radiant Courier.
What? Where?
Right underneath the tier 2 tower.
What?
On the top lane.
Yeah, I see that.
And it has a bottle and observer ward, so that's a pretty decent kill, and that should never happen in such a position. I mean, it happens that your courier gets just caught out of position by some kind of...
No, the
some-
SD tried to disrupt into a stun from the Mirana, but Mirana missed out just a little bit too late. Tinker moved an inch to the top, and then laser taking missile, and there's a dead SD. Shadow Demon, that is, not the player. And Mirana now in a lot of trouble. Shuritas is gonna fly. They need anything. Oh, actually, Bounty Hunter.
And there you go.
Yeah, that hit. Bounty Hunter taking a little bit of damage, but he's fine.
Yep, no one there to do anything with that kill, because the most of the Dire team is just so far behind that they just got too much. The Juggernaut is scrambling to get anything, and now Keeper of the Light is rotated to the bottom lane, just to make sure that this lane isn't the best free farm outworld destroyer you've ever seen. He's already picked up his 4 staff as well.
But what can they do? They're all level 4. They've got nothing. They're basically food, especially now with the Tinkers here. Okay, laser up, spin, goes off really, really early, missing out almost half of its duration. OD is going to be content with just attacking them. Cleans up the SD. Can he get the Keeper of Light? Well, no, he has no more mana because of that mana leak. Very effective against him. And they're going to get away here, but SD drops. I mean, look at this. So much damage from Tinker, so much damage from OD. I don't know what the Dire can really do here. I mean, their only chance is thinking about late game with Phantom Lancer, who does have a Diffusal flying in at 10 minutes. He decided to skip all of the items, all of the drums, everything, and just go for that Diffusal straight up. Mirana now invisible at the bottom. Juggernaut is here.
Gang.
It's not really a smoke gang, it's a Mirana gang.
It's better than a smoke gang.
Yeah, an Ancient Apparition finally cleaned up. They managed to get something off Tinker. In a lot of trouble, the Lance flies out and he is getting cleaned up. A little bit of... They went in too far in. An Ancient Apparition drops as well as Tinker. Can they get the OD here? They're 4 heroes. Low leveled and OD has no mana though. Buys up his 4 staff, finishes off 2 Null Talismans. The arrow misses. But I think, yeah, wow, especially now, level 6, Juggernaut Omni Slash, it's going to be enough. And the Slark, can he clean up Tinker from behind, has the boots of travel. They get the Juggernaut, can they? Disruption, yeah, he's going to drop as well as the Mirana. Juggernaut, come on, just get him already. There you go. The Slark manages to get him. He does have Orb of Venom. The Orb of Venom DPS was what ended him. And Shadow Demon, Ancient Apparition gets it with an ultimate. So... they did get the OD, and they got a couple of kills. They got 3, but eventually it's 3 for 3.
I think it was 4 for 3 actually. But either way, it's kind of the best thing that the Dire can do, because at this point, the one thing that they're ahead in is the fact that Phantom Lancer has an amazing amount of farm, and Mirana is level 6, and Moonlight Shadow can make some really nice things happen, just as they did right there. And
The Slark.
Can we get the Slark just like that?
No.
Now he's got his ultimate.
Shadow Dance, no detection. Well, actually, there's a Sentry Ward on Keeper, but he was too far away. And they finished up all their nukes, so...
Yeah. So they pretty much just have to put all their faith in the Phantom Lancer, and there's 2 ways they could be doing this. One is to play the 4 Protect 1, and just have the Phantom Lancer rising as much as possible, because eventually this guy is going to completely outcarry OD and Tinker and Bounty Hunter and Slark, I guess. I mean, it is a Phantom Lancer, so he has the ability to just outcarry a significant amount of people.
Is Juggernaut going to fall? There's so much ranged damage coming out. I mean... Ancient Apparition, on the Radiant side, there's Ancient Apparition with his ultimate, and the Tinker throwing out rockets. And Coddle on the Dire is just throwing out those Illuminates. It's just long-ranged battle. And the Bounty Hunter, is he going to fight? Well, actually, there's a Sentry Ward right here. They see him, and he's standing right there. He doesn't know that they can see him. Keeper, careful, careful. He now can turn invisible again. The arrows actually throw out Disruption, that is, and yep, can he clean it? No, but the stick charge is saving Bounty Hunter. Now with the slow, he is going to fall, but Mirana, Ancient Apparition, look at the fight happening. The Radiant Heroes are over here, and they're just, the hell is going on?
Yep, the Dire are just so scared about initiating. The only way they safely can do so is with the Moonlight Shadow, but at that point they'd gotten harassed down to so low HP. With just those constant rocket spams. And then you really can't initiate, but you also kind of want to stay here, because there's a tower to defend. And also, the longer that the Sentinel, the Radiant team is there, the longer a Phantom Lancer can save lane, because he was pushing the top lane, and he's up against the tier 3s.
Yeah, this is a little bit dangerous here, though. He is tracked up now. They got the correct one, and... No, he diffused himself. He's fine. He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and Slark is also in position here, waiting for the Doppelwalk to fade off. But Phantom Lancer just runs the other way, gets clipped by a AA ultimate, but doesn't really matter all that much.
Yeah, he's surviving very nicely. Has his Vitality booster, 1,000 gold, And I guess he's just going for, okay, I need my big items, screw this. I need my Diffuse Jewel, I need my heart as fast as possible. Not going to get an Aquila, not going to get a Soul Ring, not going to get a Drum. I need late game items, because that's our only chance. And I think that's the most correct decision, probably.
Yeah, it's also because he's already actually ahead of everyone else. So the fact that he's not spending money in the smaller items, it doesn't mean that he's behind the other carries who are picking up the smaller
look at
things,
this.
like the OD.
Long range initiation, Keeper of the Light. Oh, he gets disrupted, but Tinker's waiting. And they're gonna get him. Yes, they do. Moonlight Shadow. No, it's Sandy Eclipse just to get that. And Juggernaut trying with an Omni Slash, but it's just level 1. 3 hits, not enough. Mirana's here as well. Odie sends away the Bounty Hunter. Oh, the Slark, excuse me, so he can survive as well. Phantom Lancer now here. Not a lot of anything, really. Ancient Apparition managed to clean up the Juggernaut, but is going to fall himself to the Mirana if she manages one last hit. Yes, he is dead. And there's so many exchanges. Lakelz is once again here. Can he do this? Do they have vision on Mirana? Can he throw another rocket? No, I doubt it. And at the bottom, once again, Bounty Hunter and Slark, they just jump in, but no, Diffusal has no more mana.
Huh?
Lakelz, save him, do something, deal a lot of damage, kill the Phantom Lancer, no. Oh. No.
I think that Slark just did dispel Disruption.
Did he?
I heard a Disruption going off, but it didn't appear anywhere, and the only way I can think that being possible is if it was a Slark that got disrupted, so maybe it is possible. I need to test that. That's weird.
Well, we might get to see it again. I'm not sure, I just really don't know.
Yeah, but either way, these trades are all surprisingly even at this point, and most of it is just off the back of the Phantom Lancer being so fed, and the Mirana kind of making up for how terribly she lost the mid lane. By now her CS is kind of decent-ish. I mean, it's better than the lower half of the Radiant team. It's better than the Slark and the Bounty Hunter, and of course the Ancient Apparition. But Juggernaut has got himself a phase boots and is starting to work on his drum, and the only reason he's got that is because he's seen 1 kill and 1 assist, because his last hits are dreadful.
Well, yeah. And we also have Bounty Hunter disconnecting, but he should be back in a minute or so. Slark at the top trying to get Mirana, but I doubt he can do this unless he pounces and misses, and she leaps away. That was
trees.
Yeah, into the trees. She's stuck, but he doesn't know that. It seems.
And she can just TP out.
Yeah.
Towards the mid lane, where there is still more sieging going on from the Radiant side. It's just so easy for them to hang around in a lane and spam all them rockets. And the Dire is actually making sure that there are no sentry wards to scout out for constant.
Oh, the stun on OD. That's going to be the end of him. That arrow hits. You cannot let that hit. He drops so quickly. And if they let him, it's just... And yes, talking about sieging and long-range abilities, you have a Keeper versus a Tinker.
And the Tinker's winning.
For now.
I think he'll stay winning. It's just... the Keeper of the Light's item build, skill build's actually a bit odd as well. He's only got 2 points in Illuminate. 1 already in Mana Leak and 3 in Chakra. So he's actually not doing all that much damage with his counter push yet. But as long as they have a Phantom Lancer, whose Spirit Lance spam is now actually really hurting the most important
Keeper.
heroes.
This is a TP from the Tinker at the top. They want to get him. Keeper of the Light drops. Yes, Pounce hits everything, but we have 3 TPs.
They're all invisible, but they can't find him.
Yeah, I doubt it. Tinker already has a Blink Dagger as well, so it's not going to be... Whoa! The Mirana, can he get her? He used up his skills. He really wants to. He really pounce. If it hits. No, it misses. The pounce misses, and now Slark is totally dead. They cleaned up the Tinker as well, it seems.
Yep, Tinker caught both an Omni Slash and a spin and a final Spirit Lance. And that's kind of deadly. Getting just got in too deep once again.
Yeah, they're really just going at it. Like they own the world, and they're paying for it a little bit. I mean, Tinker has pretty much everything he could want to with the Boots of Travel, Blink Dagger, Soul Ring, Bottle. He's content with doing whatever the hell he wants. And now level 13, so March is level 4. He is all over the place. And now it's going to be about 8 or so minutes, I guess, before he gets the sheep stick. Because right now he has no money at all.
Yeah. If you look at the graphs, it's still in the Radiant's favor, but it's showing that it's kind of dipping constantly, and especially the experience is slowly going the way of the Dire once again. So they're not like, they haven't lost their lead yet, but if they keep it up, it won't be too long until this game is actually even, at which point you have a Phantom Lancer up against two main carries who are very much mana dependent.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's a Phantom Lancer. That's pretty much it. He has the recipe, he has 2k. He's gonna get the heart pretty soon, and then I don't see him dying. And they can be totally back in this game. Sanity Eclipse goes out just to get the Shadow Demon.
Just really excessive, and by now he shouldn't be spending those for just single kills, especially not on supports. In the early game, that's totally fine. It's a pretty difficult ultimate to even secure kills with, so just getting with whenever you can is great. But at this point, it would be a really nice, very nice arrow on the bounty hunters.
Yeah.
You can go here, down here.
Spin, do they have any vision? They don't, but oh, so close! He left 5 HP! The spin did so much damage. 5 HP, and he's gonna TP out.
After using a drum charge, because
no
that lets you
reason.
TP faster. Actually.
That doesn't happen. Stop lying to people. If you keep saying stuff like that, people are gonna believe you, and that's gonna be screwed up.
That's why I'm saying it does it really right after. I mean, I don't want to confuse people, I just want to make funny jokes. And if you stop ruining them, they might be funny. I'm
sorry. Well, the Juggernaut now has a drum. He's still not level 11, so Omni Slash is still not in the least intimidating. He's gonna run into a Slark, and this is gonna be man up! Man mode! And Juggernaut gets the hell out of there. Yeah, I can't fight a Slark on my own. The pounce misses, though. He's gonna spin. He doesn't have mana for an Omni Slash. And there's a TP coming up. Slark, stop! Don't go too far in, even though you have a Bounty Hunter up. And there's the SD. Yes, it definitely.
Yep.
The disruption, that was 100%. So Dark Pack Bounty Hunter drops very quickly because everybody's there. So we have it, guys. Dark Pack does disrupt disruption. Disruption.
Interrupt disruption.
That's
yes.
better. Interrupt
And
disruption.
I really think it shouldn't, but it's kind of cool that it does in a way, because it's not how the mechanics worked in Dota 1, but just seeing it as the thing that counters everything makes Dark Pack a kind of cool spell, so I'm not unhappy with that fact.
Yeah. And actually, Slark, I just want to point out a tiny little thing. I think it was Ghost of Gamers, I believe if I'm not wrong, Ghost of Gamers had an interview with Chuan, who said the next big hero to jump in the pool is Slark.
I don't know, I mean, Slark is a really good offlaner, so he's pretty simple to lane. And he could also be a mid-solo, and he's actually pretty good against some very key heroes as a mid-solo. Against a Batrider, usually when a Batrider gets like 4 stacks of sticky napalm on you, you gotta run back to your tower to make that shit drop off. Slark, he just clicks Dark Pact, gone are your stacks, the hell you gonna do? It's a lot easier and a lot safer to lane a Slark against a Batrider, and having a mid-solo of course gets him a lot more experience. So, yeah, he could make some things happen, just the same way Timbersaw can make some things happen, and Zenith has made some things happen with him. Speaking of Zenith, Zenith would love to play Slark in official games. I just know it.
We're holding our fingers and waiting. I love watching Slark. He's one of the funnest heroes, as is Timbersaw to watch. And but we'll use Slark, people. Come on, use him. He's fun little fish that jumps around and with a BKB can't be killed.
Of course, we still gotta wait for him to actually be added to the CM pool, and I have no idea what the hell is the delay on that. I mean, Timbersaw is in, and he got into Dota 2 later than Slark.
Really?
So...
Slark isn't in the CM pool?
No, that's the one reason no one picks him, because you're not allowed to for some reason.
Huh, I did not know that.
The only recently added hero that's actually gotten into CM is the Timbersaw. Tusk isn't in yet, Troll Warlord isn't in yet.
That I know. But
I don't even know why.
Slark is really freaking... Wow, Bounty Hunter again. He's just hanging around and there's a sentry ward and he drops. This happened several times with him, especially with the disconnect that got him a little bit behind. That's just not the smart thing to do. And look at this. This is exactly the siege mode. They're trying... Both teams standing at the opposite sides of the river, trying to do as much as they can. Keeper a little bit in, and Sanity Eclipse jumps up. The Tinker gets the Keeper of the Light.
With a Dagon too.
With a Dagon too. He has Dagon too. Yeah, we've been talking about other things. There's a Dagon, and out will Destroyer now. Yeah, everybody's gone. They see that Slark is at the top. Odie's gonna drop here. Actually, Sanity, he's actually still alive with the Astral Imprisonment. AA does drop.
Do not stand against
And
us.
did he? Where is Tinker? He just came up. Oh, he just came up from behind and cleaned up. And now he wants the Mirana. Boom. Dagon laser. So much damage. Can she get him though? Oh, she does. Damn. With the Star Storm. That additional star on the one unit does the difference.
And Slark is on the hunt to get that Miranda, but she's not anywhere nearby. She just TP'd the hell out, because there's a Slark on the run. You don't want to be caught by a random Slark. And where is this guy looking? Seriously,
I don't know what he's
she
doing.
TP'd out, Slark. Go out of there.
They
You
see
might
him.
just...
They know he's there. He has no mana too, so he can't even TP out. And now he has really no mana. And SD is there. Yeah, this is gonna
Miranda
be...
just missed an arrow on a stationary target, but
Well, he
this
moved.
should be a kill anyway.
We moved the second. No, actually, yeah, it went a little bit.
He was stationary, and she expected him to move, and therefore she arrowed a little bit down of him.
Oh my God,
And therefore
Lakelz.
it missed.
Yep, this time she hit. I don't know how, because it should have gone like here and not hit him, but it did. And she's gonna clean up Lakelz. She found the image rune. One last hit. Yeah, it's gonna be enough, I believe. Yeah. Damn. Mirana. Horrible arrow, beautiful arrow through cliffs somehow, and now she's gonna drop to Odie. Unless she has a leap, she does, she's fine. And we have SD here, in a lot of trouble. Bounty Hunter, gonna clean him up with the last Shuriken. Though the OD, wow, Odie went in too far. And he does drop. This is some weird stuff. At Mirana? No. Misses. And not, it wouldn't have killed her anyway. I just wanted to say about the Slark. Why doesn't he have a Soul Ring? He runs out of mana all the time, and Soul Ring is the best freaking item on Slark.
I don't know. Some people just don't think it's worth the 800 gold investment, because it doesn't do anything else except for giving you mana. And he's been kind of good about using his power threads toggling to intelligence to not lose too much mana on his spells. But yeah, it would have definitely saved him in that occasion. And why now? The game is he actually gonna man up here?
I don't
Seriously?
think he can fight the Phantom Lancer. I really don't think he can fight the Phantom Lancer. I mean, yeah, he does have a Vanguard and a Poor Man's Shield for some reason, so it's like super damage mitigation from the Slark, but... I mean, Phantom Lancer, level 16, Heart. Now getting the Yasha, Diffusion Blade. You don't do that. You just don't. And at the top, Juggernaut, up against the Bounty Hunter. There is no Omni Slash, and... yeah.
Puts up the ward, distracts him, and then just runs away. I think that what the Slug was doing there was in fact baiting the Phantom Lancer and staying around too long and waiting for Lakelz to resurrect and Dagon him down with his Tinker. But Phantom Lancer knew the risk, knew that he was completely alone there, and so he just returns to farming, which he's been doing most of the game, and he's actually pretty good at.
Yeah, now with the Yasha, looking for that Manta style.
Oh god, Mirana just picked up Sanji Yasha. Oh god. That's just... Look, it's decent on Nakes in specific games. It's not good on any other hero under any other circumstance. Unless if you want to make Manta style and Heaven's Halberd.
Yes!
In which case, just make the Manta style first. I mean, come on. The Ultimate Orb costs about the same as a Sanjay.
I guess. But we'll see what she does. I understand why you hate it, and they're gonna try and take Roshan pretty
And
quickly
Radiant has
here.
absolutely no idea, and so they're not contesting. They're
Yeah.
just waiting around here for the split-pushing Phantom Lancer once again.
And he's actually alone versus everybody in the world. And he is going to drop, I believe, Sanity Clips as well. He killed off the Ancient Apparition with Illusions, but finally dropped to Tinker's Dagon, and the Gem of True Sight is lying around here. So the Juggernaut gets the Aegis. It is a support semi-carry Juggernaut, so he's going for that Aghanims like we see pretty much every time. Bounty Hunter, no more mana, but Tinker jumps in. Dagon is there. Slark, who is he going to pounce on? He's just going to get disrupted and then remove it immediately, but Juggernaut can't really Omni-Slash on OD. That doesn't really help. He has Astral, and he actually manages to get away. Notice OD already has the Scythe of Vice.
Well, it's 30 minutes, so by now you would kind of expect him to have a Scythe of Ice.
Yeah.
And that's also the main source of his damage. He's doing like 300 damage per hit right now, which is really handy against a Phantom Lancer that has 2200 HP with his heart.
Yeah, that kind of hurts. Lucky for him, Phantom Lancer is one of those units. Whoa, Tinker jumps up laser, tries to kill him, and so many marches do the work and manage to pop that Aegis, as well the Ancient Apparition cleaning up the Keeper of the Light. And can they get more here? SD in the air, Shadow Moonlight Shadow, excuse me. Juggernaut's gonna go to the top, get away here, Shadow Demon drops. Mirana's still alive with 16 HP, TP out? Wow, she managed to TP out, yeah. And the Juggernaut spin TP, yeah, it's not enough.
Radiant's middle tower is
And he's
under
out.
attack.
That was a pretty terrible trade considering they just wanted to get this tier 2 tower and it doesn't even have half his HP in damage.
Well, they waited for the Tinker. And the Tinker started, okay, march, jump in, Dagon, rockets flying, and 3 marches do a lot of freaking damage if you stand in there. AA dropped immediately, Juggernaut took so much damage. He actually, after the Dagon and laser, he had like 300 damage, and he just went up to this location and took, I think it was like, I don't know, a lot of little freaking robots. It took out 300 damage in like a hit, like a second, and the A just popped. It was, don't mess with the Tinker.
Although even without the march he would have dropped because he also got hit by the AALT. And the only reason he didn't shatter immediately was because of his magic immunity. So as soon as his spin would have run out, he would have also died to that debuff thingy.
Yeah, Frostbite, it's called, I believe.
Something like that. Who cares? It's the AA ult.
So Tinker
Everyone
with
calls AA ult.
Tinker with Dagon 3, and Bounty Hunter actually going for an ultimate orb. What does Bounty get from an ultimate? Is he going to Lincoln? That's super late for a Lincoln. I mean, is it really useful?
It might be for a meta style or it might be for his own cheap stick. It would really help since the team is a little bit low on actual stuns. I mean, the best they have is the Cold Feet from the Ancient Apparition, which thanks to an Eel Scepter is actually guaranteed. But it would be nice to have more, because really they need ways to lock down this Phantom Lancer. Because locking down Phantom Lancer is the only way for OD to do a good amount of damage to him. And I think you were trying to say before that whole fight bursted out is that it's nice for OD against Phantom Lancer is the fact that PL never goes for a BKB.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't help his illusions in any way. And that means that an OD can just continue doing maximum Arcane Orb damage on the main hero.
Oh, great arrow up on AA. He actually dodges the Starstorm with an Eul's. This is going to be enough here. I doubt it since the Juggernaut is here. And he's running out of mana. Yeah, he does drop. So OD does really, really nice. And wow, they actually clean up here the Shadow Demon as well with the help of Slark. Can Juggernaut get the hell away from this? And Keeper.
Distract, so as long as
Keeper
someone gets
brings in Phantom Lancer, and now Slark is in trouble. Is invisible. Fine, let's wait. Oh, OD puts up the Sanity Clips. They want to get him. The gem as well. Who gets the gem? OD gets the gem. So yeah, OD, Arcane Orb, not only does Phantom Lancer never go for a BKB, but Arcane Orb, if he hits an illusion, he does 400 bonus damage, so he's going to clean up the illusion pretty quickly. Sadly, Sanity Eclipse does absolutely nothing to illusions, if I'm not mistaken. It just goes through them, because they're not heroes. So
Yeah.
they get no damage whatsoever. But Arcane Orb is still pretty damn good against Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, but OD does have the same issue that any other carry has against a Phantom Lancer, which is the fact that when this guy gets an army of illusions, it becomes very difficult to find the real one, and even if you find the real one, those illusions are still gonna do a shitload of damage.
Yeah. And Shadow Demon is gonna drop here from... Tinker comes in with the last Dagon. It is Dagon 5 at this point. And Bounty Hunter now taking a lot of damage from Phantom Lancer. The Diffusal is still there. And he is still alive. No! Okay, Miranda gets him. Rockets fly out. Just to harass a little bit more before he goes back. So it's Dagon level 5. I guess E-Blade next, right? That's
Obviously.
the traditional thing that you should do after Dagon 5 on Tinker.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how going for the Dagon EB route, which sounds pretty much the most expensive and most greedy build on a Tinker you could ever have just to go zap people. It's actually in many occasions more efficient than getting a scythe. Just because your sheeps are nice, but if people just die immediately, which the supports on the Dire do, you just click 3 nukes on them and there's no way they can survive that. The Keeper could maybe mech and survive it, but Shadow Demon, you can't disrupt faster than Laser Rocket Dagon. So if the Tinker blinks onto you, you're just dead immediately. You don't even need a sheep and slowly whittling him down with rockets and march and such if you can just burst immediately.
Especially if you have E-Blade as well, which is all the more lovely. Well, Lakelz, he went for laser heat-seeking missile. He went for Tinker, ganking Tinker from the beginning. So I guess this was coming, that he's going to go Dagon and then E-Blade. It's just damage, 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 Tinker. That's the two things that Tinker can pretty much do. And there is a Sheepstick on Outworld Destroyer. They can't really get the Juggernaut as he gets away here. But Sheepstick, they do have one Sheepstick from that. And Bounty Hunter, like you said, he can go for a Sheepstick from the Ultimate Orb, which would be actually pretty interesting and pretty useful.
It seems like it will be the choice, looking at how much money he is saving up. Because by now he could start building his Yasha for Manta style, or start picking up the Perseverance if he wants to go Lincolns. Although I don't really know what you would go Lincolns for. The only thing it blocks is random arrows and Omni Slash, which both aren't really hitting the Bounty Hunter all too much. So just a Sheepstick sounds like the best idea, although Bounty isn't really the best farmer, and they're not really getting all too many kills in the struggles in these last few fights. So it's gonna take a while for him to finish it off.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they decide to get. And while they're sieging up, Phantom Lancer's farming the forest, Tinker's farming everything in the map because it's Tinker. And they're actually really toe and toe. I mean, if you look at the gold per minute, it's super close. They're both just about 500.
I've got some more bad news, Coco. There is also a Sanjay Yasha on Slark.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say that earlier. I saw that and wanted to say that. There's Sanjay Yasha on Slark. How do you feel about that?
It's a little less bad on Slark because he really does need his survivability just to make Shadow Dance as efficient as possible. But it just has the same issue. It does a bit of everything and a total of nothing.
Damn. Look at that. I mean, Army of Illusions coming up from Phantom Lancer into the OD, but OD just one hit illusion, one hit illusion, one hit illusion. He just cleans them up. Even with the heart, I mean, look at how much HP Phantom Lancer has. And still, that bonus damage, Arcane Orb, cleans off the illusions. So it's OD's pretty good versus Phantom Lancer. Slark gets hit by the arrow. Do they want to go here? Yes, they do. An ultimate up for Omni Slash, and he does clean him off. He doesn't manage to get away in time. And Outworld Destroy has almost no mana, which means he has infinite mana in most cases. If it's at 0, he has no mana. If it's anything but that, he's fine. And Morano jump up, Tinker, yep, he gets him. That Dagon is there. There's also the Healing Ward. They want to get OD. So many illusions. So many. Look at that. AA ult comes up. Lance tries to force that away. He's still alive. Gets himself out. He's going to manage to Sanity Eclipse a second before he comes back. No. No, he is not. And now Bounty Hunter. What the hell are you doing in there as well as Tinker? Get the hell away. Why are you... Don't be there. Don't stand close. Immediate buyback from both of them, though.
Yeah, the Dire really wants to turn this into the mid-tier 2 tower, but Tinker won't have any of that, and he's just gonna continue spamming all the marches. Although, I think right now he really wants to finish his ethereal blade. He's got the money for it, he's got the ghost scepter already.
Look at that Sanity Eclipse cleaning up SD so freaking quickly. Now, they want Phantom Lancer. Oh yeah, you want to push? No, you die because Tinker has fucking Dagon 5. And there's just so much damage coming up from there.
And
40
there's
heroes.
the EB.
Yeah, AB, hell yeah.
Now he just has to go bottom and click 2 buttons on the Juggernaut, and we'll see just how much damage this thing can do.
Well, he needs to... No, Juggernaut TP's away. So I'm not hanging around next to that Tinker. That is not cool. And this was just... The Radiant pushing in, the Dire killed everybody, pushed in, and then the Radiant killed them off, and now they're pushing in again. So this is still going pretty much both ways, even though the Radiant are with a huge lead in terms of experience and gold. But they got... The OD is still stunned. The Juggernaut jumps up. He has level 4 Omni Slash with the Aghanim Scepter. Who's he going to go at? And he chooses to die to Tinker immediately. That's his choice.
I don't think it shows for that.
Yeah, and
I think
Tinker...
it just happened to him.
And Tinker immediately picking up the SD as well. Look at that. Now he has no mana, though. Mana Leak is doing the work against Tinker and OD.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's really a very powerful spell, especially because it is actually percentage based. So no matter how huge your mana pool is, it's still gonna get you out of mana just as quickly. And on an OD, that's hundreds of mana per second while he's moving. But it's surprising to me how much damage OD is taking every time he gets hit by an arrow, even if Phantom Lancer isn't even anywhere nearby. He was dead for 40 seconds and he had no buyback at that point.
Slark jumps up to us. I don't know why, but she cleans up Ancient Aberration as well. How did she get him?
With her blade mail.
Oh, damn! The blade mail cleaned him up. That is.
I don't know why she's got one, but it's kind of doing a little bit of work.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but oh, Tinker, no. Damn, Tinker drops the gem as well. OD is going to manage to clean up the Mirana, but Mirana has the Frostbite. Wow, that was... Damn. That's how AA died. The Frostbite did damage to Mirana while she had...
Is it only Slash gonna kill?
Yeah.
The Phantom Lancer was there, so it wouldn't have mattered either way.
Yeah, and Juggernaut gets him. And AA disconnected now, it seems, as well.
So now the OD is dead, and it's pretty much just the Tinker and the Bounty Hunter who did actually finish off his Scythe of Ice, so that would help, definitely.
Huh.
But just the two of them defending against almost 5 of the Dire heroes, because Keeper of the Light is gonna respawn soon,
Yeah.
although...
We have an additional really long pause, so Onin, let's move up to further on just a bit, because this pause is going to last a bit. Just move on, just forward, just damn internet. And I am at 4940 now. Are you?
I was faster.
4940, you're there?
Yes.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, play. As we continue on the game, sorry for the pauses. And this is, I mean, look at the graphs. It's still 12,000 gold and 15,000 experience for the Radiant, but it's mainly goes into OD and Tinker, and they're not exactly carry heroes that can fight a Phantom Lancer. And look at that damage. Tinker taking a lot of damage by Dagoning Mirana. And Slark can't finish her off. There's now the dust. It's 4 heroes. He's pretty much alone. Disruption. Lance misses. Tinker eats the arrow. And there's nothing other than that. Phantom Lancer has Manta Style and Diffusion Blade level 2 at this point. So that's definitely a full-fledged Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, and most of the gold advantage at this point is probably just in the fact that everyone on the Radiant side is farmed. Whereas pretty much the only farmed hero on
Tinker just goes in. He just does not care.
Doing?
What, Lakelz, what the hell?
Refusal charges.
E-Blade, I don't... What the hell, E-Blade? How is he still alive? Lakelz just doesn't care. So I'm a Tinker, bitch. I'm gonna go in. And Sanity Eclipse dealing a lot of damage, but not enough to clean up without the Tinker to zap people. And it's just going to get them away a little bit, but that's the tier 3 tower down. Slark once again goes up, takes the Omni Slash, brings it back. Outworld Destroyer survives, by eclipsing himself. Well, I'm sorry, what's the name of the freaking skill? Astral Imprisonment. And Tinker, no! There's the Phantom Lancer, does so much damage. The lance is hitting up the Slark in a weird visual bug right there. And this is gonna be the Rax though. Somehow.
These are the first Rax of the game, and they're going to the Dire, who are 13 kills behind and have been on the back foot all game long. And I think the only reason that this worked in the first place is because Juggernaut has Healing Ward. All of that damage that the Radiant is
Look
constantly
at Phantom
doing to the
Lancer! That's so
it's just
much...
getting healed back.
Damn, yeah, the Juggernaut have sustaining power like freaking crazy, but OD managed to Scythe of Ice the correct Phantom Lancer and deal a crap ton of damage with Arcane Orb. We took him down. He took him down for full HP.
Yeah, but that was just the OD and the Phantom Lancer being kind of in a one-on-one there. And yes, Miranda gets just on the edge.
Yeah, and AA gets her. So now again, 4 heroes dead for the Dire, but they got the Rax. And can the Radiant do this actually without OD? OD is their main damage, even on buildings without the Arcane Orb, I guess. So he needs to... They need to do something right now. Phantom Lancer has 4k, so he can buy back immediately. I'm not sure why he's not doing that. Mirana cannot.
He really wants to save it because he really wants a butterfly, because at that point you can actually evade the OD's orbs 30% of the time. Yeah, whatever.
And he buys back immediately as they get to the tier 3 because he doesn't want to take any chances. And why should he? He still has 2.5k. This is...
Yeah, now they can just...
Damn. They're trying to get the Roshan as fast as they can, but this is still looking pretty bad for the Radiant team. I mean, Phantom Lancer is freaking huge. Tinker is going to march as much as he can in order to try and get them out and secure the Roshan. Does go up to OD. So at least that for now.
Yeah, the OD picks himself up a Ghost Scepter just to be able to survive against the army of Phantom Lancer illusions. But I'm not sure if that pickup is the best. What he really needs is a BKB, because there were 2 things preventing him from just up and killing the Phantom Lancer constantly. One is the fact that there's an army of illusions which are hitting him for kind of more damage than he's hitting the PL, which a BKB helps against, because then they're not doing their mana burn damage, which is pretty much kind of half of it. The other part is then you can't get mana leaked, you can't get disrupted, you can't get arrowed, and well, you still can get your target can still get disrupted, and you can still get demonic purged. But if those are the only things left, then it's suddenly a lot easier to find that vital kill on the Phantom Lancer. And with the Ghost Scepter, you can still get hit by every single disable in the book. So, not sure if that's really the best investment right now.
So the Phantom Lancer decided to go for a Talisman of Evasion, so he's going Butterfly, which is probably the best thing he can take right now. And Juggernaut almost has his BKB, which should help him survive a little bit longer after he Omni Slashes. And they find them. Phantom Lancer, does he want to go up here? AA is so freaking dead. But I believe he's going to be the only one dropping unless Slark hangs around. Do they want to fight this? I don't think it's a good position.
Unless OG hangs around, he's actually
much more Tinker and Slark now taking a lot of damage. The Eclipse cleans up the Shadow Demon very quickly. Phantom Lancer can't get away with the Slark. He's still invisible and they have no vision. Dagon on the incorrect one. And no, he blinks back to the bottom in order to do as much as he can versus the Juggernaut, versus the Mirana here. Slark tries to get away. Tinker almost out of mana. Boom, look at that. E-Blade and the Shuri Toss are going to clean him up. But Phantom Lancer's still alive. He's the biggest threat. OD solo HP. Why are you staying there? He has 30, 40. Okay, he had 30 HP there. And this is just dangerous. Bounty Hunter. Now Phantom Lancer can clean it up. Why are they staying with such low HP?
They had such a good initiation there, getting a lot of kills pretty quickly, getting the Phantom Lancer solo on HP. But he's got a Heart of Tarask. The fact that he survived on a Slaver of Health means that 30 seconds later, he's killing your whole team, which is exactly what he did. They really need to make sure to secure the kill on the Phantom Lancer, because if they don't, then pretty much all their effort is wasted. they can literally kill the whole dire team. But if Phantom Lancer is alive and on full HP, then he's still so dangerous that you can't push in.
OD up with 3k at this point. Aegis of the Immortal on him. Slark still has that Sanjin Yasha, which you hate, and an ultimate orb. Is he going to Sheepstick as well? This will be funny. And we'll actually get to see right now.
He's got one. Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
An additional Sheepstick. So there's 3 Sheepsticks. OD, Bounty Hunter, and Slark. See, Tinker doesn't need one. There's like 3 other ones.
You got 3 Sheepsticks and none of them is on Tinker. Although he's also farming up. He's already got a spare bank of 5,000 gold, which is probably going to be in his own Sheepstick. Because by the time you finish your Ethereal Blade Dagon, there's really no other item. Well, you can get a Shiva's Guard and increase your nuking potential slightly. But the Sheepstick is pretty much the only item you need at that point.
Yeah, Sheepstick is probably the best thing you can take right now. But we never know. Bounty Hunter picking up a Hyperstone. Which is weird because he doesn't do that much damage.
He might want to make a Mjolnir with it, which would actually help them with dealing with armies of illusions, because then he can put the passive on top of the Outworld Destroyer. Or Devourer, I guess.
Devourer.
Stupid. So you gotta stop changing that name, honestly.
I think, though, going for a Desolator would be nicer, though.
I'm really not sure. I mean, a Desolator isn't going to make all that much difference against the Phantom Lancer with 30 armor.
Well, he has 30 armor.
Because he's a Phantom Lancer and he gains 4 agility per level.
Yeah, so maybe Mjolnir is the correct thing. Maybe even an AC would help out. Invisible, yeah, they really want to get him immediate dust, but can they actually get him? Cleans off everything. He yules. I don't know why he isn't using sheep. Did he forget he has it? I really don't understand why he didn't sheep. Especially with the bounty hunter there as well. And now he's dead. Now he is so freaking dead. Tinker comes up, cleans up the support as best he can. Outworld OD, trying to do what he can, but look at no, this is just.
I think his sheep's an illusion.
Aegis freaking pops. Mirana tries to get what she can. OD, there's a Mirana. Get the Mirana. Get the Mirana. Get the Mirana.
Don't get Mirana. The Mirana doesn't matter. Only the Phantom Lancer matters.
Well, he already cleaned up the Tinker, and now OD gets the stun in the face.
These arrows are just killing OD at every opportunity.
He doesn't even have a TP. Astrals himself. They won't notice. They won't notice.
I'm not here, really. But yes, he's here, and at least he has a buyback, so it doesn't mean that the Dire can immediately just.
Yeah, Tinker's already back, jumps up. Who's he gonna get? He's gonna get stuck in the forest. And he cleans up the Mirana with a Dagon. That is Dagon 5, so it cleans up pretty nicely. Phantom Lancer, almost 3k HP. And, yeah, AA drops to illusions. He didn't even hit him. The real one didn't even hit him. And Bounty Hunter, oh, he missed just by a second. Dragonaut managed to TP out with a spin.
And now Phantom Lancer has his Butterfly, and I think even buyback gold as soon as he buys it. Yep.
Yeah. There we go.
There it goes. Still got buyback. It's the only hero in the game, actually, with buyback. No one else has money except for Tinker, who has a cooldown on it.
And OD as well with a cooldown.
Yeah. So it's gonna be extremely difficult for the Radiant team to finish off this game, because as long as this Phantom Lancer has buyback, there is no way they can break racks, even if they get a 5-man wipe. A 5-for-0 team fight going somehow. Then still, Phantom Lancer just buys back and he throws a lance and a double walk illusion, and your push is suddenly twice as difficult.
Yeah, he's almost full. I mean, he's gonna look into changing those Tranquil Boots into Boots of Travel next, and then another damage item might even be, you know, even a Divine he could go at this point, because I don't see him dying ever, but it's probably gonna be a Daedalus. And what can kill him?
Either a Daedalus or an AC, or perhaps even a Satanic, just to give him even more stayability.
Yeah, I don't see him dying. Ever, pretty much. And Juggernaut buying up a broadsword. Really late Battle Fury? No, probably
I think
Blade
so.
Mail.
It makes. Well, actually, no. It wouldn't make sense if it was on the Radiant team, because Cleave against Illusions is nice.
Yeah, but it's Juggernaut.
Okay. I think it might just be working towards the Chrysalis just to get some cheap
Oh, that is
additional
fine.
damage, because Juggernaut is of course barely getting any farm because it's all going Phantom Lancer.
And oh, did he just sheep? Yeah, Bounty Hunter just sheeped the wrong thing, and is he gonna get? Oh, well, if that stun would have hit, that would have been like the too much. And he says, "Whoa."
Yeah. You said that you don't see the Phantom Lancer dying at all, but I honestly think that it's very possible for this guy to die. Because, again, they've got 3 sheep sticks, and Tinker is now in the process of building his. So as soon as they get all of those,
Stun? No.
all they need is to find the right Phantom Lancer and to have the OD there, or the Tinker, in order to burst him down with the Orb spam or the EB Dagon 5 spam.
That's not freaking
But
easy
just
to do.
Yeah, and they've just been distracted by picking off less important targets, like the Scuttle in the mid lane, who's actually just gonna be 4-staffed out and be completely fine. They're putting so much effort and all of their sheep sticks into getting the less important heroes, and
Yeah.
then the Phantom Lancer just kills everyone because he's a Phantom Lancer.
Especially with Sanity Eclipse. I mean, we still see OD using it up to kill an SD or to kill up the Coddle every freaking time. That's what Sanity Eclipse is being used for. And Slark now
Well,
jumping.
Sanity Eclipse isn't gonna do anything against Phantom Lancer. He's got a decent amount of intelligence and he's got a huge amount of HP, so it's never gonna do a lot of damage on him. So it's a lot better to just use it to insta-gib either
Well,
Shadow Demon.
Yeah,
or
OD
Tinker.
has 220 freaking intelligence at this point. And Bounty Hunter just doesn't have enough damage to clean up the Shadow Demon. No, he gets strategies to get away. And Omni Slash goes up. Can they do this? Miranda taking a lot of damage from that OD. Sanity's Eclipse. Tinker is here. Finally, with his Dagon, Juggernaut on the run. And they actually cleaned up everybody except for the Juggernaut. Tinker jumps up. What does he want to do here? He wants to...
He wants to die.
It's still alive. He beat... No, Lance gets thrown out. Takes a lot of damage.
out.
Illusion! So much damage! No! One last hit! Oh my god, that got him. The tower got him. Damn. And he cannot buy back. He can buy
telling
back.
you,
He's fine. He buys back.
As long as this Phantom Lancer is alive, they're having a tough time getting any of these tracks. I mean, right now Phantom Lancer was completely out of mana, so he has to heal up. But the fortification is gonna delay this tower going down, and now he's gonna start spamming
Oh,
lances
Phantom
again and
Lancer.
doing a lot of it.
Did they find the correct one? Come on. But OD is not attack. OD is attacking Juggernaut. Why is OD attacking Juggernaut? They found the correct Phantom Lancer. OD attacked the wrong freaking... He attacked Juggernaut instead of Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer still... He died eventually, but buys back immediately. Tinker manages to get SD again, the freaking supports, but OD drops, and... I think OD was attacking the wrong freaking hero there.
Yeah, definitely, because just leaving the Phantom Lancer alive a little bit too long actually got the Slark killed, and he had to buy back just to be able to defend the mid lane against the pushing super creeps. So could have saved his life and could have just made sure that no one else was taking so much damage, so that now they actually have to retreat without getting any of the racks. The ranged barracks was at about 100 HP, just a single hit would have killed it. But instead they get just the tower and nothing else. And the only victory in all of that was the fact that Phantom Lancer had to buy back eventually. But now he's getting an Aegis instead.
Yeah, this is just really bad news for them. I mean, what can they really do here? Slark jumps up. Oh, can he manages to steal it? No, immediate Omni Slash. The Aegis is actually up for grabs. Nobody's taking either. Okay, Phantom Lancer grabs it after he was astral imprisoned. Bounty
He
Hunter
just
gets
kills
away.
the cheese.
Yeah, he kills the cheese. OD's dead. Slark is dead. Gem is here. Juggernaut picks it up, and I think
And with
this
OD
is...
dead for OD dead for 90 seconds
they see
with
Bounty
no
Hunter.
buyback.
And Bounty Hunter's gonna die as well. This is just...
My blades will answer for this injustice.
This is game. It's just all coming down to a complete lack of focus and bad prioritization from the Radiant side.
Dire's top
You've got so many sheep sticks and you can't lock down and kill a Phantom Lancer. How is that even possible?
And now, finally, fourth
Tinker
sheep stick of the
picks up
game.
his side.
Yeah.
Almost 60 minutes before stick. And
I don't know, man.
did Bounty just fly back just to die again?
Yeah, he went in and dropped very, very quickly. I'm not exactly sure how. We were looking at the Tinker. I guess it was an Omni Slash. No, it couldn't have been an Omni Slash.
He
And
just ran into the Phantom Lancer, I think. It got disrupted and then singled out and killed him.
well, this is
Now,
pretty much
there's
game.
absolutely no way to defend.
Yeah. This is game, ladies and gentlemen. They're still up. Gold. I mean, the graphs still say 20k for the Radiant and 20k in experience in gold, which is a bit weird. But now, I doubt there's anything they can really do here. 2 racks down, and they haven't actually gotten any racks of their own.
Yeah, still the bottom ones are bare, but they're still alive, and while they're still alive, you're completely fine. And Phantom Lancer cops a decent amount of damage, but he's got a heart, so he's just gonna regen all of it. And if you think about buying something, I think so. He's probably just gonna go to the top lane, push,
Yeah, he has
sit back in, and then go for the fight.
He has the
Final
Aegis. He needs to change the Tranquil Boots into Boots of Travel, definitely. But, well, he has 7k, so he needs to die first, and then he can buy something else.
He doesn't need the troubles yet, since the only reason to get it is so you can TP somewhere after you buyback or after you resurrect or whatever.
Yeah, and actually they're dealing so much damage. Hey, the Aegis pops that damn EB and Dagon. Like we said, this can happen, but it's too late. It's freaking too late. Mirana is down. Still, Tinker, can they get him? I doubt it. Slark's gonna eat it here. Bounty Hunter from the side throwing out a track on the SD, but they can't defend it. This is gonna be the tier 3, last tier 3, and they're doom. And that's it, guys. Pretty sure.
Well, they have a last stand, and they have only the Slark down, so they've got 3 sources of sheep sticks. One of which is not go down with
They
the
actually
others.
no
So
disruption.
they might be able, if actually just focus the real. Oh, they found him.
Yeah, but the Shadow Demon, no, he's the disruption is there to save him. Ancient Apparition comes up here, Yule's up on the Phantom Lancer. Can they manage to get him? They actually kill him. And he can't buy back if I'm not wrong. Yeah, he has 10 more seconds and then he will buy back.
He's gonna get to it in seconds. Yeah. So yeah, that just shows all you need to do is find the real one and kill him first. Everyone else, they can just die to the Tinker as soon as he's dead, because there's no escaping a Tinker with almost infinite mana and blinking everywhere, and then just EP Dagoning you down. But yeah, it's just too late. It's a nice showcase that they were actually totally able to completely rape your Phantom Lancer with no issue. Because we got many sheep sticks and loads of burst damage. But joke's on them, because they're 2 racks down and their final racks are bare.
Yeah, I don't see this anywhere. I mean, it's weird that MitH.Trust couldn't cooperate properly. I mean, it's just 3 of their team, along with a bounty hunter and Slyke, but they're still there. They're still in the game somehow. I don't know how. It's 62 to 44. They're still up in terms of experience and gold, and they're trying their best to hold on against this annoying Phantom Lancer. It's 62 minutes. They're picking up the Keeper of the Light. Mirana needs to be careful. Oh, the sheep stick hits. And yeah, it seems like the Slark is here as well. They're going to be able to get him on an additional sheep stick. Can they get Shadow Demon as well? Just one, and then another, and then another, and then another. Pounce. Jumps up, disrupt himself. I think that's the wrong idea. It's going to be your doom. And they managed to get him.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do now? They can't push any racks off this, actually. Well, they're trying to backdoor a tower, but can they actually out-damage this regen?
I don't think it has regen because one
just...
tier 3 is down already, so...
And the PL is back, so he's just gonna not allow you to
do anything. Omni Slash comes up as well as the Sanity Eclipse. Omni Slash doing a lot of damage. Yes, Lark as well, but and Phantom Lancer, did he just drop to Tinker? Holy crap!
Yep, he did get sheeped, chain sheeped and killed, and he just buys back. But he again gets his sheep, but now Tinker doesn't have any mana anymore, so he has to retreat. And now everyone else should get the hell out, because without Tinker, this Phantom Lancer is just gonna kill everyone.
Okay, this game is still happening. I'm not sure how, but okay. Tinker is scary no matter what you do, apparently.
Yeah, and it's Lakelz Sheepstick making the most of the difference, because he's finding the Phantom Lancer and then also able to continue chain sheeping him and doing another burst damage at the same time, as opposed to previously where they just pretty much had 3 chances to find him, and if you can't find the real
Tinker,
Phantom Lancer,
boom,
those 3
kills
sheeps.
Keeper so quickly. Now the Phantom Lancer is here. They actually,
Get the sheep.
oh my god, he's
Yes,
getting
they-
sheep. Oh, they're getting it, but no, Phantom Lancer. Yeah, he does freaking drop. Tinker dies as well to the Juggernaut and buys back immediately, but they got the Phantom Lancers. 90 seconds out of the game, cannot buy back. Bot is Daedalus, has no money, and there's the cooldown. If they can do something now, they're gonna get this. Mirana drops as well. They're all dead. Oh my god. Tinker, is this gonna freaking happen? Juggernaut's the last
Oh no,
one.
but he's gonna stay alive, wow.
Chain freaking... Damn, he buys back immediately, but Chain...
No.
Sheep. And I don't know how this is happening.
Yeah, but for now, the only thing they're actually doing is getting kills. They're not getting any towers from it just yet.
No,
And
they're gonna get this Juggernaut once again now. Look at this. Again, yeah, you get chain sheep by a Tinker and a Bounty Hunter, which is just weird, but they need to push. They really need to push the 40 seconds more
Dire's middle tower
before
is
this
under
freaking Phantom Lancer is back. Fortification is going to delay just a little bit, but Bounty Hunter tries his best. Mid tower as well. Gonna drop. 1 tower down, 2 tower down.
middle tower is under attack.
It's just so slow, because OD isn't really good at pushing towers, no matter if he has a full full slot of items.
Yes.
Yes, a full inventory, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yes. And Tinker's just, stay in your freaking fountain, we're trying to win, get away. Just freaking get away here.
Is under attack.
Oh my god, they're gonna do,
Get the mid racks, OD is getting the bottom racks, and it's Phantom Lancer is alive, let's see what he can
but
do.
they got mega creeps. They just got mega creeps, dude.
Dire's bottom barracks.
Holy crap, if they just need to hold now, and they're freaking, oh my god, no, at the bottom! Look at this! Keeper of the Light TP'd in and recalled Phantom Lancer!
Tower has
Oh my god, they're gonna get this! Oh my god, they can't TP back! They got mega creeps, but it's not enough because of that TP at the bottom!
Dire's middle tower is under
Phantom
Can't
Lancer...
TP back, he has an EP, but it's probably not gonna be enough.
Lakelz is there, no way! No, he's gonna get it!
Dire victory.
What an ending! Fudge!
Keep Keeper of the freaking light, man, although I guess Phantom Lancer could have gotten BOTs as well. Exactly for that.
Oh my god, that ended... I thought they had it, and then I see
That ended with 74 kills. Canadian.
that just ended, and I just saw 2 heroes, and I immediately on the minimap, and I immediately knew that it's Keeper of the Light, and he probably recalled, and then I saw Damn. So Phantom Lancer wins this one.
Damn.
They got mega creeps
Yeah.
though.
And hey, he even got a mythical Bat Rider bat for it.
Yeah.
So even the game was like, okay, hey, you did well. You get a mythical item. Here you go.
Okay then, so that was our second and last game of today of Pubwatch episode 24. My name is KOKOStern, with me was Onin. Thanks around for sticking with us and seeing that freaking game. I'm happy because it was really good, but I'm annoyed that Phantom Lancer won. I mean, they got the mega creeps, damn it. And MitH.Trust, we saw these guys doing as much as they can, playing really wonderfully, and we wish them all the best in the future as well. So, my name is KOKOStern, with me was Onin. You got our Twitter at the bottom. Why do I always say the Twitter when it's actually at the freaking bottom so you can follow us? We would very much appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel, which is my channel, but Onin is also here. And if you want to contact me directly, it's KOKOStern, contact@gmail.com. And that's it for this week's episode of Pubwatch, I think. Onin? Onin.
Yep. Make sure to tune into the rest of the Natolic Pro League. It's gonna be happening this weekend, and we're probably gonna cast at least part of it.
Yes, they're actually in Pro League. The schedule is kind of weird, so it's going to be in the next couple of weeks. But we're casting it. So tune in on Dota Beyond TV and Dota Beyond TV 2. I actually think it's only Dota Beyond TV, the channel on Twitch that we'll be casting at. And that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so thanks for watching.
Nerf Phantom Lancer.
Nerf, ban out, remove from game. More like it.
Yeah, just delete Phantom Lancer.
Delete him. Delete him. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.